guys, it's the Rose Unicorn, and welcome back to the side of the internet that no one bothers to look at. My name is Molly, or the Rose Unicorn, or Cottage Cheese, or Cottage... or Coom Cottage, and Julie Dolly and the Cotton Socks over. Anyway, hello! So today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be something that I actually didn't do in my channel, and yesterday I released 2 videos of my spreadsheet and, how to install the Sims 2 in 2025 in the best explanation possible. Today I'm actually going to show you guys how to actually put in clean versions of the hoods, and I'm going to be using clean Veronaville as my example. Even though I think technically my hoods are clean, supposedly, I don't know. I'm just going to, use Veronaville as an example. So, what is clean versions of the hood? What is a clean template? Well, a clean template is basically, in my own words, it is the kind of fixed version of the hoods that were shipped with the base game of The Sims 2. You have played The Sims 2 as much as for a very long time, for almost 21 years. Oh god, I'm older than The Sims 2. Quite literally. Then you would know that may cause some issues down the line. And a lot of people would just want a clean template so that you kind of, you can I don't know if that picked it up. Resurrect the dead. So this is a clean template of Veronaville. So this is some of the changes that Mean to the River has posted. So Olivia Monte's pregnancy has been restored. In the original Veronaville, her bio implies that she was pregnant before she died. It was other pregnant match if resurrected in the dirty version. I removed this in the previous clean version, but she was missing a pregnancy controller that wouldn't result in a baby. Now it will, if you resurrect her. The imported characters of Contessa Cap, Cordelia Cap, Calvin Cap, Claudio Monte, Olivia Monte, and Hero Monte have now had memories, careers, only some of them, skills, and proper relationships with the living characters, making them much more desirable to resurrect. Cleaned up some of the buggy dead tokens, a few of the dead Sims tipped to this user, and took a paydead Dread Pirate's book, and gave Goneril Cap, Regan again, my nose, and Bianca Monte jobs in the respective family businesses, along with everything else that kind of fixed. So you have 2 versions of this hood to do. Now, they also recommend you install this for like a clean and empty shelf hood. But that's a whole process for another video. This video is only for this one. So you actually have 2 options here. So the main hood should be base game compatible. If it's not, you're gonna have a problem. And then the subhood requires OFB. What is OFB? OFB is open for business. So you have 2 options. You can download Veronaville as the main hood, which is fine, and off your Nancy. But if you want to download it as a subhood, I'm actually going to show probably both of these in today's video because there's going to be a lot of questions. One is more easier than the other. So we're going to be downloading Veronaville as the main hood. There is the Sim file share. And we're going to also be downloading it as a shopping district. Now, I'm going to be... Oh no, it failed! Why? Why did it fail? Excuse me? Sometimes I haven't babysit these things. Okay, they completed. I will be back with you in a little bit when everything is down. Okay, that was weird. I guess I just can't open that. Anyway, so what you're going to do is actually, you're going to go into your downloads folder. Now, I have Windows 11, so it's going to look very, very weird. But what you're going to do is actually take your subhood or your main hood. So I'm actually going to show you actually how to do both, but I'm going to subtract. I'm going to extract the main one, the main version. So it's going to do a folder. And then for WinRAR, you're just going to do it for the subhood. Now I'm going to take these 2 folders and just turn them away. Now, the question that somebody had on the Cotton Sock server it comes out as a single download. You will need WinRAR or 7-Zip or any kind of extracting program to remove your folders. And I'm actually going to turn my volume down just a little bit. So we're going to go into the main hood for now. So the main hood is N003. Please make sure that in your neighborhoods folder, which is under Documents, EA Games, Sims 2, All Collection, Legacy, or just The Sims 2, and you go into your neighborhoods folder. So I'll show you. You go into EA Games, Sims 2 Ultimate Collection. So this could say the Sims 2 Legacy, Sims 2 Ultimate Collection, Sims 2 whatever. You go into here and you're going to find your neighborhoods folder. You click on this. So my neighborhoods folder currently, I have N001, which is Pleasant View, and the tutorial. I removed the other hoods for this video. So we're going to go back to this main hood file, which is in your downloads folder. And ignore this thing right here. This is just the hoods that I put in for this video. So you're going to take N003 and just chuck it in your neighborhood. Now, if you have a folder called N003 already, you're going to have to download a folder or a program called Bulk. Hold on. I have my on my other computer. Bulk. A program called Bulk Rename Utility, which I will actually leave down below. And it's a very easy program to follow and kind of use if you want to rename your programs, especially for The Sims 2. It is quite essential for The Sims 2, actually. I just said that to myself. Anyway, I will figure that out later. Anyway, so it's quite essential for what you need to do with The Sims 3. So now you just installed... did I say Sims 3? I'm saying Sims 2. Busies. Now you just installed your Veronaville main into your neighborhoods folder. You are good to go. You are allowed to free open up your game all you want to. Now you want to download the subhood version. Well, now we're going to go on a trip. We're going on a trip in our favorite piece of doing 95, we're gonna die. So what you're gonna do now is go into your local disk or your PC or whatever, your disk, whatever you have the Sims 2 save under. You're gonna go into Program Files 86 or Program Files. Again, wherever your game is saved under. You're gonna go into, for me it's 86, and you're gonna go into the Sims 2, or if you have if you got it from Legacy, you're gonna go into the Electronical Arts folder, which is just base. And you're going to go look for, well, I'm going to go into here. So for me, I'm going to go into, you're going to go into Best of Business. So now, if you are on The Sims 2 Legacy Edition, your folder is actually going to be, and I'm actually going to do this with my other computer. Let me go. With my other computer. So you're actually going to go into EP3. And this is your Best of Business folder. You're going to go into EP3, TS Data, Res. I'm going to wait for a minute for you guys to catch up. Oh, you guys caught up? Great. And then next you're going to go into Neighborhood Template. And this is where you see all your shopping districts or whatever. So this is Blue Water Village, of course. So then you're going to go over into your Veronaville subhood, which is in your downloads. And I can do this because I have the Windows 11 on my computer. But you're going to take this VVLEI, or IL, and you're going to chuck it into your neighborhood template folder. And that's just kind of it. That is entirely it. Now, you could also do this with your, if you want to download I'm being in here for a second. If you want to do this with if you want to create a clean hood, knowing that you're going to have to remove your documents folder for your Ultimate Collection folder for some particular reason. I don't know why you would, but if you want to, and you want to have, like, oh my god, I want to have, like, a clean install of the hoods, then you're going to have to go into the base game, which is literally just the base, TA's data, Reyes, neighborhood template. And you can pop in the clean versions of these hoods. I'm actually going to take a copy of N003, and I'm just going to chuck it in here. I don't know how safe this is, but I'm just going to chuck it in here. So now the game will recognize this will always be loading in here. I don't know why you would put it in here, but you can. So you can actually put it in here if you want to, but not that I personally have ever done it, but you can actually put stuff in there as well. Now, I hope hope it lived. I hope you liked this video as much as I did, because I don't feel like I want to do it again, and I'm not going to launch my game out right now. Also, speaking of my game, I got it to work. I just removed Reshade. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video as much as I did. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys, hopefully, sometime in the future, because who knows, I'm going to be making content again. Anyway, bye guys.